Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we are going to solve some numerical problems on unit step function and the basic operations which has been applied on a unit step function, its time shifted property, and we are going to solve few more problems related to periodic signals and energy and power signals. Okay, without any further delay, we are going to start the class now. Let me share the screen. The problem goes this way, as we had already covered in the previous class, where we need to sketch the following waveforms. Okay, the sketching of signals has to be done here. Now, the first one is u of t minus u of t minus 3. Okay, let me sketch for u of t. As I already told you, u of t is a right-handed signal, and you are going to have its magnitude equal to 1 here. Okay, so its magnitude equal to 1, and for all t greater than or equal to 0. Okay, and it is discontinuous at 0, and it is going to have a magnitude of equal to 1 here. Okay, so this is u of t waveform. Next, what I need to sketch here is minus u of minus t, t minus 3. Okay, the signal goes like this, minus u of t minus 3. Okay, so now what you can see here, minus u of t minus 3 is a delayed signal. I repeat, it is a delayed signal with magnitude with magnitude equal to minus 1, with magnitude equal to minus 1. What I mean here is the magnitude is minus 1 and this one is plus 1. The magnitude is said to be minus 1. This is the one thing, the minus 1 magnitude, what I have sketched it by the dotted line, and you need to have a magnitude that is minus 1. Okay, so carefully observe here, this is 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so now u of t minus 3, I told you it is a delayed signal. It is shifted towards the right. I repeat, shifted towards the right. Shifted towards right. Shifted towards right by 3 units. Shifted towards right by 3 units. Okay, so it is shifted towards the right, magnitude equals minus 1. So this is what you are going to observe here. Okay, so this is the 3. Okay, this is 3. So this one is 2. This one is 1. So 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so now what is the resultant of the signal which is going to be present here? Okay, so this is the magnitude of the signal what we are going to sketch right now. So it is from 0 here, so 0, 1, 2 and 3, and u of t signal, as I already told you, u of t signal can be also called as a right-handed side signal. That is one thing that you are going to observe. So all the signals where you are going to have t greater than 0 or t greater than or equal to 0 there, we are going to call that to be a right-handed signal. Okay, so if you observe carefully, u of t and minus u of t minus 3, you can observe that the resultant signal would be, let me erase this one, the resultant signal or x1 of t, which is the sum of u of t minus u of t minus 3, that is u of t plus of minus 1 u of t minus 3. Okay, so this is x1 of t, sorry, let me write it as some signal. Let's say it might be x2 of t plus x3 of t. So I'm just giving the notation here. So we have sketched the both the signals and we need to add the signals there. So addition of signals addition of signals has to be carried out. Addition of signals has to be carried out. Now, if I observe the addition of signals, what I need to do now is I need to plot x1 of t. So that is 1, 2, 3, and this one is 4. Okay. If you observe the signal, what we have sketched here, if we observe u of t and minus u of t minus 3. Okay. So if you add the signals from 0 to 3, okay, so only these time instants, if you look carefully, you can see that 1 will be from 0 to 3. Okay. 1 plus 0, that is 1. Okay. Till 3, you are going to have a magnitude equal to 1 there. Okay. Next, from t equals 3 onwards. Okay. So as soon as you observe a discontinuity here, you are going to see that the signal which is having a magnitude equal to unity, okay, so which is having a magnitude equal to unity, will drop down and it will reach 0, and the remaining part, it is said to be equal to 0 again. Okay. So one thing you have to clearly observe here, so you are doing the addition operation and not the multiplication one. Okay. So see to it that you are doing the addition operation, not the multiplication one. Okay. So that is x1 of t, which will be the sum of u of t minus u of t minus 3. Okay. So this is the sketch. I repeat, sketch of u of t minus u of t minus 3. So this is one thing that you are going to clearly observe here. Okay. Now, I need to have a notation in a mathematical way. Mathematically, x1 of t can be represented as the value would be 1 and 0, where t lies between the value 0 to 3. Okay. So, and it is 0 elsewhere. 0 elsewhere. Okay. So 1 and 0. Okay. 1 and 0. So you are going to have the amplitude, and this is the time duration at which you are going to find it out. Okay. So this is one thing that you are going to clearly have a notation or have the representation being done here. Okay. Yes. Moving on to the next one, that is x2 of t. x2 of t equals u of t plus 2 minus 2 times u of t plus u of t minus 2. You're going to write the signal here, which is of u of t plus 2 times u of t plus u of t minus 2. Okay. This is one signal. I can just rewrite it. U of t plus 2 plus minus 2 into u of t. This is the amplitude modification. Amplitude modification or amplitude change or amplitude reversal can be as word that I'm going to use here, plus u of t minus 2. This is a delayed signal. This is a delayed signal. This one is said to be the advanced signal. This one is said to be the advanced signal. Okay. So I have delayed signal here. I have advanced signal. So if you are going to observe, I'll be having the amplitude reversal of u of t, amplitude reversal of u of t by 2 units, by minus 2 units. Okay. Amplitude, it is entirely the amplitude which I'm going to have into picture now. Okay. Now, let me sketch each and every signal carefully. Now, u of t plus 2, u of t plus 2, u of t plus 2, 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Okay, this is minus 1, this is minus 2, this one is minus 3, this one is 4, this one is 5. Okay, so u of t plus 2, it is an advanced signal. So how shall I write it? So it is shifted towards the left by 2 units. Okay, this is shifted towards the left by 2 units. So u of t plus 2, if I want to write it, u of t plus 2 is shifted shifted towards left by 2 units. Shifted towards left by 2 units. Next one, what do I need to sketch? I need to sketch minus 2 times u of t. Okay, so minus 2 times u of t if I want to sketch. So I'll be having the time axis here. So this is minus 2 times u of t. What I'm going to write here, it is minus 2, and at 0 it is going to have minus 2 as the amplitude, and it is going to be like this. Okay, so this is one thing, that is minus t. So it's going to drop at minus 2 at t is equal to 0. This is t is equal to 0. This one is t greater than or equal to 0. Generally that is minus 2. So yeah, t greater than 0 here. Okay, so this one is t less than 0. Okay, so if you observe carefully, 1 2 3. Okay, so as I proceed here, it will be having minus 2 as the amplitude. Okay, next, third one, this is the amplitude reversal. This is amplitude reversal. Okay, now what do I need to observe now? The next one, which is u of t minus 2, isn't it? Yeah, exactly, u of t minus 2. U of t minus 2. Okay, so this is the third signal what is there. So now it is right shifted by 2 units. Again, the same signal u of t is right shifted by 2 units. Okay, if I want to sketch the signal of u of t minus 2 here, I'll be carefully writing the signal t. This is u of t minus 2. This is 0. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. Okay, so shifted towards the right by 2 units. Okay, this shifted towards the right. There is no change in the magnitude or the amplitude. Okay, so this is one thing that has been clearly observed here. Okay, yes, so now we have sketched u of t minus 2. Next, let me write the signal here, that is u of t plus 2. Let me write it here itself. Let me write, I am performing the addition operation here. There is no problem if you write the signal, if you interchange it. Okay, so this is minus 1, this is minus 2, this is 1, this is 2. Okay, so minus 2 is here. This is what you are going to sketch. Okay, so let me drop down for convenient. Yes, this is again having a magnitude of 1. Next, this one here, which is minus 2 times u of t. Okay, minus 2 times u of t. If you observe, this is minus 2. Okay, this is minus 2, and you are going to observe for the other values also. Okay, yes, so now it is quite clear, and it is, yes, so now we need to take the sum of the signals now, that is signal number 1, signal number 2, and signal number 3 here. So 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is going to give me the final signal, that is x2 of t. That is x2 of t that is being written here. So x2 of t, if I need to sketch now, okay, if x2 of t, if I need to sketch, that is x2 of t. Okay, so I'll be having minus 1, minus 2. Okay, let me write down the amplitude as minus 3, minus 2. This is 1. This is 1 here. This is 2. Okay, so this is 0. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. Okay, now I have the signal that has y of t minus 2, y of t plus, sorry, u of t minus 2, u of t plus 2 minus 2 times u of t. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to observe at each and every instant of time. Okay, so let me observe starting from minus 2. As we observe, u of t plus 2 is the value which is shifted towards the left. Okay, towards the left, that is, to be more precise, t less than 0. Okay, so let me observe here, -2, that is -2 to -1. There is no other signal. Okay. Yes. So we are going to observe -2 to -1. Next. Okay. -2 to -1. You are having an amplitude equal to 1 there. In other cases, as of now, -3, -4 and all, it will be 0. Okay. So at 0, if you observe clearly, at 0, you are going to have a magnitude 1, and here you are going to have a magnitude -2. Okay. This is what you are going to observe here. So at -1 to 0, if you observe at 0, okay, at 0 you are going to have a magnitude 1. Okay. At 0 you are going to have a magnitude equal to 1 in u of t plus 2. Next, at -2 of u -2 into u of t, it is -2. -2 plus 1, okay, it is -1 here. Fine. So at 0 it is -1. Okay. So this is, yeah, -1 to 0. So this is 0 will be -1. At 1 it will be like this. Okay. So see to it that you are going to follow the principles quite clearly. Okay. So this is going to be like the value which I am writing it right now. Okay. At 0 it is going to be 1. So next it will be from -1, it is going to have at 1. Okay. If you observe carefully, it is going to continue like this. Okay. So this is be 1 itself till 0.5. Yeah, it is -0.5 also, it is 1. Okay. I'm going to follow the same path, and again once it comes to 0, okay, once it comes to 0 it drops to -1. Observe clearly. Okay. So at 1 it is -2. Next 1, 0 to 1. Okay. So 0 here, this is 1, this is -2. Okay. So again here, next till 2. Okay. It's going to be like this. Okay. Next, if you observe carefully here, now it will be 0, because at 2 it is 1, at 2 also it is 1, this one 1, and it is -2 here. 1 plus 1, 2, -2, that is 0. Okay. So if you observe carefully, this is one thing that is going to happen here. So the x2 of t signal would look like this. Okay. X2 of t, so that would be -2, that is -1, 0, that is 1, that is 2. Okay. -2, that would be having a signal like this, it is -1. Okay. So that you're going to have 2 here. Okay. So if you concise the signal, if you write it in a proper way, you're going to get a signal of this manner. Okay. This is the sketch of x2 of t. Okay. So this is the sketch for x2 of t. Okay. So you're going to observe quite clearly here, and this is one thing which you will be doing it. Okay. Yes. Moving on to the next problem. Moving on to the next problem. Just a moment. Moving on to the next problem. I have this one, which is, yes. Okay. So this is a simple problem, or yes. Okay. Okay. So sketch. Let me do this one. Sketch each of the following signals. Each of the following signals. Okay. So as I told you, in the elementary signals, we would be discussing regarding the rectangular signal, triangular signal as pulse signals. I'll be categorizing it as the pulse signals there. So in one of the elementary signals that we are going to discuss later on, it would be having x1 of n. I repeat, x of n is a discrete time signal. Is a discrete time signal. Wherever you come across n, okay, wherever you come across n, you are going to have the discrete nature of it, discrete time signal. Okay, so x1 of n. So you are going to have rectangular property, rectangular signal being applied. That is rectangular nature of the signal that we are going to write here, which is rectangle n by 6. So here, once when I write rectangular, it is will be the rectangular signal. It will be the rectangular signal that I need to apply on. I mean, the signal shape would look like this. And let me make an attempt to do the rectangular type of signal. Rectangular n by 6, that is equal to x1 of n. Okay, so that is minus n. Okay, let me sketch a signal right now, and what you are going to observe here. So that would be 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so rectangular nature, I need to apply it. So I'll be having the rectangular nature. Okay, so once you are going to have the rectangular n by 6. Okay, so if you are going to have certain signals being analyzed like this, you are going to have 7 samples being taken, generally starting from 7 samples. Okay, if I want to take 7 samples, you will be having this signal somewhat like this rectangular type of signal that has been applied. Okay, so this one is generally having samples such as, if I give n is equal to 1, generally you will be having the samples that will be equal to 6. Okay, so you are going to have n plus 1 here, 7 sample, because you are going to have n plus 1 here, that is rectangular nature of n by 6. So you are going to have a magnitude equal to 1. Okay, so 1, that has been having a magnitude. So here, if you observe carefully, the value of n here, generally you are going to have 7. Okay, so that is again from minus 1, minus 2, that is minus 3. So the rectangular signal would be sketched like this. That would be having minus 1, minus 2, and minus 3. Okay, so once you come to know regarding the rectangular type of signals, you will be having it being analyzed. So here you are going to have the values of n being from minus 3 to plus 3. Okay, so that is one thing that you are going to analyze it here. Okay, we will stop it here, and in the next video we are going to share a few more problems. Okay, so see to it that you are going to make the best use of it.